the podcast that alters its voice to sound more powerful and influential.
Well, that was Z, the man they know as Z, who decided to grace us with that rousing and exciting introduction. Thank you for that.
Oh, so
I'll go ahead and take over a little bit for now. I am the one, the only Scott Keebler.
What do you want, you slimy sadist? All of my fists! Where do you want it? In your face!
And as always, we are joined by the everlasting Noob-Noob.
And I'm bored already, guys. What is this music?
See, I can do the voice better than you already, you piece of shit.
This was inspired by the last episodes that you were in.
What? I don't... Is this a lullaby?
Mr. Yawny Yawn.
Oh, yeah, I yawned a lot.
Sleepy time music.
I
Wow.
was tired and had a headache.
I was going to go through and isolate each yawn so I could play them back to back, but I fell asleep every time I
There
tried.
really wasn't that many.
No.
We did get feedback from some listeners that told us that you could actually have a drinking game based off of Noob-Noob's yawns.
I did. Actually, I always lose.
Is that
those
real?
drinking- Yeah.
Yes.
I tried
Who
it.
said that?
I did. I did a drinking
Oh,
game.
Scott doesn't count.
Well, I mean, I just drink a lot, so it doesn't really matter.
So you heard it and then decided to perform
decided
the
to
drinking
drink,
game.
and then I started drinking afterwards. That's usually how my drinking games go.
Well, we do usually advise everyone who listens to the show to drink while listening to the show.
It is a better way to listen.
Please partake.
Blue Hawaiians, by the way, if you look at our Instagram currently... Oh, wait, no. By then it'll be the story gone.
Fellas.
I can't talk.
Fellas, let's take a minute and pray.
For I am a sinner in the hands of an angry God. Bloody Mary, full of vodka, blessed are you among cocktails. Pray for me now, and at the hour of my death, which I hope is soon. Amen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we have been blessed by blue
Fancy blue drinks.
Hawaiians.
They're delicious. I
I-
garnished each and every one of them, and there's a special cherry waiting at the bottom for
See,
everybody.
I think it's time we stop letting Noob-Noob buy alcohol.
Well, it's usually the way it is.
I spent my hard-earned money on alcohol, so we're all inebriated. when
No,
we get
it's
through
not.
this.
He bought it from the bottom shelf.
What?
You cheap ass.
Kettle One is not cheap. It's a step up from whatever this cheap motherfucker buys in bulk
brings-
from Sam's Club.
Guy comes
Or
over
Costco.
with plastic bottles
Does
from the bottom
Costco sell
shelf.
Wawa? Or fuck? Wait,
Yes,
Jesus
Costco
Christ.
sells Wawa.
Yes. Costco sells
Wawa,
Wawa.
in news, Wawa just won their liquor license for PA, I think. That's random.
Well, you have to remember, no one else in the world or the country understands that we live in the Puritan state of Pennsylvania,
Yeah.
where you're not allowed to sell alcohol like on certain days, hours, or times. The state runs everything.
That's right. Pennsylvania is finally catching up to the laws of the rest of the country, where they can sell alcohol in places other than state stores.
Yeah. For all those other country or everyone who doesn't know what a state store is, that's where we're forced to buy our alcohol.
But
Thank
here's the funny part about that law. So our Wawas, our Sheets, our Rudders, our whatever gas stations are going to be allowed to sell alcohol. However, in order for them to sell alcohol, they have to have a seating area. Because there has some law that if you buy alcohol, you have to be able to sit down and drink it there because they don't want you drinking and driving. So, if you see them putting up a new Wawa or something, Pennsylvania, and there's a seating area, chances are there will be alcohol there.
Is there alcohol like Pilots and Flying J's? I don't think so. Is there?
If there's a seating area, yes. If they have a seating area, they can apply for an alcohol license.
All right, we've reached
What
10
about if they have
minutes.
showers?
We've reached 10
Showers?
minutes.
Yes.
Shut the fuck up. We've
And if
reached
there's
10
showers, there's holes in the wall that are very glorious.
Shut the fuck up, Scott!
Because I remember that there were showers. We were
Yes,
traveling
and they
around
were
the country.
shitting in the showers.
Were they?
Well, sometimes. Depends on what part of the country you're in.
Did you have to pay like a couple dollars to take a shower?
Well, after you turn over, they ask if you want something else, and you pay a couple extra dollars for that.
Gotcha.
This is irrelevant. It's been 10 minutes. We have nobody. Our listeners have no clue what the fuck we're doing today.
Do we have any clue what the fuck we're doing today?
Now, well, that's fair, but still, I like the. Oh no.
What are we doing?
Oh yeah, there we go. We're doing Us, the fucking garbage dumpster fire cancer that was made by Jordan Peele.
Lies.
That's a review. Also, That's not the music from Us. That's from $1 Million Slumdog Millionaire or whatever movie.
Is it?
I love how easily distracted he is.
I'm very distracted.
What are we doing?
And then The Inventor, we review that. That's a thing that I didn't watch, so I don't give a fuck. And then some news, a lot of Marvel news, because Endgame is less than a month away, people. So Ant-Man, I heard he does some stuff in anuses. You know.
A noose.
Are we going to like dedicate the entire month to that one movie?
Probably,
Yes.
because we don't have actual content. And then speaking of not actually having content, manipulating the Endgame trailer, do people care? I don't know. Maybe. We'll talk about it. And then Marvel are pieces of shit and auctioning off the Netflix canceled shows of Daredevil, Iron Fist, Katanas.
They're auctioning off the shows? Or
They're
actual
auctioning, yeah.
pieces of the show?
Yeah, and then Zack Snyder has been in the news
They're
recently
auctioning off the actual shows.
for stuff related to DC, which is better than Marvel, clearly. Yeah, so
Still gonna have to smack you
that's
down for
the
that one.
recap of our show. I'm gonna take another sip of my drink.
So,
I'm a lightweight.
Friends, I have good news for you today.
I love giving blowjobs. Anyway, so yeah, we'll talk about Marvel stuff. You look like you're gonna say something there, Z. You look deep in thought. No?
I'm waiting for you to get to the first
waiting?
news
Okay.
story.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. We're only 20 minutes into the episode. We haven't gotten anything
So-
yet. What the hell?
So Marvel has been auctioning off items from their canceled Netflix shows: Daredevil, Iron Fist, Luke Cage.
Are they auctioning off
Punisher.
the Iron Fist from Iron
Oh wait,
Fist?
so they didn't. They're not auctioning off the actual shows.
No, they're not. Those are not for sale. But some things that are for sale: Matt Murdock's red glasses, Elektra's sai. Is that how you say that? Sai.
Sai.
A little,
Yeah,
little
sai.
stabby stab that
Sai.
Raphael has from the
Sai,
from
which
the
is
Turtles.
a tool used for cutting people's heads off.
Pop's swear jar. I don't know
Yeah.
who Pops is. Is he from Luke Cage? I didn't watch that.
Yes, it's from Loose Cage.
And then Colleen Wing's katana, not lit up white from her finale episode. Just a normal katana.
What about the Kane from Citizens Kane?
No, isn't that one of the worst movies ever made?
No. It's one of the
Rosebud
best
is not
movies.
real.
Rosebud is real.
It's real.
Rosebud's not
it's
real
a
at all.
Sled.
So what would you pay for the twinkle in Matt Murdock's eye?
I would buy the katana. Although, I don't know. I could just buy like a regular katana for cheaper. It's not like a special katana. Does anyone actually
Maybe it
care
is.
that they're offering shit?
No.
I think that's kind of a
No.
dick move.
It's a dick move. What they're doing is they're forcing these shows to have to go ahead and reset with props and everything if they do start up for another network or another venue to get to be released.
They're basically saying there's no chance that they're getting picked up by another network. That's not going to happen.
Even though they have their own streaming service that has jack shit for good content.
Dude, it has what is that? We've talked about this
Scarlet
89
Witch
times.
and Loki Scissor Fest 101.
Oh wait, you're talking about not Marvel, Disney.
Yeah, well, they'll have
Disney stream-
Vision
Yeah,
and
but
Scarlet Witch in a
but
rom-com.
Disney streaming isn't going to have anything like dark, like Punisher and Iron Man, or not. It's on TV, like Punisher and Daredevil. It's going to be all lighter stuff. They're not going to have any of the dark stuff.
Like an Android rom-com.
Yeah. So it's just basically a huge FU to these shows and saying, well, guess what? There's now no chance of you returning.
What one prop would you want?
What one prop would I want? Elektra's strap-on.
Oh, okay. What about like Punisher's vest or his bulletproof vest or
Ooh,
anything?
you know what? That'd be good. Or like,
Couldn't you just buy a bulletproof vest and paint a Punisher symbol on it for cheaper? No.
or
But
like,
then it wouldn't have been worn by the Punisher.
or like Sigourney Weaver's nipple tassels.
She
Did
was
she,
the
in fact,
first
wear
Disney
nipple
princess
tassels?
from the 80s.
That's
Right?
true.
Not the first.
Well, she's not the first, but she's
Did-
now a
did
Disney
you
princess.
think Disney started in the 80s? Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah. When did it start?
When did Cinderella come out? Or Snow?
2000
Actually, I think technically Snow White's the
2010,
first
I think,
movie.
the live action.
When did Snow White come out? That was the first one.
Snow
The
White.
original.
Did they make a movie of Snow White? I thought that's in production.
The original one.
The cartoon.
What's the original? I'm not.
You never
understanding.
heard the
original.
cartoon?
Maleficent
cartoon.
with Angelina Jolie? That was like 2012.
No,
Wow.
you're so useless.
God, I want to.
You also have a computer in front of you to look up when Snow White came out.
About that.
I think it's like 1958
You know-
or something like that.
Was that before
Come here,
Walt
Noob-Noob.
Disney
Come
hated
here.
Jews or after? Oh,
Don't
wait,
you
or
have to
is he
introduce him
Jewish?
to something?
Why are you punching me, Scott?
You have to
You're a
introduce him
young
to
asshole.
something.
Asshole.
Are
Asshole.
you ass punching me?
asshole?
Okay. So,
I thought you had to introduce him to something.
what
I'm
were
gonna
you?
introduce him to my foot in his ass.
I thought you were going to introduce his fist to your face, or
What do you want, you slimy sadist? All of my fists! Where do you want it? In your face!
that's where he wants it.
That lost all potency because you literally walked him into that.
I had to walk him into it.
Wow.
It took
He
him
was
too
not
long to
picking
figure
it up
out.
at all.
We really could have just moved on.
Yeah. no,
1937?
You're- now you two are teaming up to bring down the content on
Snow
this
White
show.
was 1937.
Wow, that's-
1937.
Yeah, wasn't like Walt Disney.
That's when the world was still in
like
black
from
and
the
white.
20s, right? Roaring 20s or something.
That was like before America was made.
That was before America.
Totally.
There was only like 13 colonies at that point.
Yes.
Walt Disney was the 14th colony. That's a small fact that
Disney
most people
World?
don't realize, that Disney World itself was actually the 14th colony,
But never became a state.
but never became a state. No.
Sorry, folks.
Speaking of Disney, they own Marvel, and Endgame is coming out soon. That's going to be pretty big. Probably
April
going to be
26th.
Yeah. Well, 25th technically is the Thursday pre-release. Oh. So I don't know why they even bother saying what the release date is, because it comes out like 5 o'clock the day before. It's stupid.
Well, they give you some Thursday night viewing, which, is good.
Tickets still not on sale, but if anyone's listening before April 2nd, which is coming up soon, rumors are tickets will be available 10 a.m. April 2nd. So
Strap
hopefully-
on your boots.
The
Yeah.
question is, what viewing do you want to go see that's not going to be so loaded that you're going to be able to actually enjoy the movie?
The very first fucking one. I don't give a fuck.
The first one's always, every Thursday night viewing that I've gone to for these has been packed.
Yeah, it's sold out.
Fortunately, it's been packed with people like actual fans that want to see the movie, so it's not getting ruined by people that are on their phones and fucking with you.
Wasn't it fun? Remember when we played clips of Ant-Man and the Wasp and the whole audience gasping? And then I know my experience watching not Endgame, but
Infinity War.
Wars was interesting to see with an audience.
It was actually a lot more fun when you have a theater filled with people who are actually interested, and not a theater filled with a bunch of people who really don't give a shit, like throwing popcorn, talking on their
Jack-offs.
phones.
Also,
blowing people in the back row, shit like that. It does make it more interesting. Unless you're the dude in the back row getting blown, in which case the movie is very interesting anyway.
just so you know, I did some research that I might have made up, but apparently Disney's first cut, or Marvel's first cut of the movie, ended with the snap. So I was right the whole time. It would have been more powerful. But they were like, no, people wouldn't understand. We don't care about those people.
No, you're still an idiot. It's still the worst idea ever. Ending
the
it with
best
just the
idea.
snap itself is retarded. You're an idiot. You're still an idiot. It's still the dumbest thing you've ever said, and we'll move on.
Well, all right then. I guess I have.
But that's not even the news
That's not
that we're
even
supposed
the
to be
news.
talking about.
No, the news is that the Endgame trailers are manipulating things and not showing us what's really there.
No,
Are we
that's
okay with
not
this?
the news story.
What's
the
the
news
news
story
story?
is that they're manipulating the trailers.
That's what I just said.
No, you said that they're manipulating things. They're
In the trailers.
it's not that they're not showing us stuff. They're like digitally removing people. That's what they're doing.
That's not new.
Manipulating.
They've been doing that forever. They've always been doing that.
Yeah, they did that in
They did that in
Infinity
Infinity Wars when they were showing everybody running through Wakanda and the Hulk was running with everybody. And then when you saw the movie, you're like, oh my God, Hulk's not actually there. They lied to me. They've been doing that forever. There's nothing new about that.
Well, at this time, the directors came out and said, "Yeah, we deliberately released fake trailers." So how do
because
you feel
people
about that?
People are catching on more and more and more. Who cares?
I would have been fine if no
I think it's
trailers.
awesome because, yeah, I agree. I would have preferred 0 trailers and just like hype.
I definitely have separated myself from all the trailers because I don't want any more. Okay, so the first trailer was awesome when you see Tony out in space dying of hypothermia and lack of oxygen. And then the trailer recently shows him with everybody else in these fancy white outfits. It ruined that first trailer for me.
Yes.
I've
Well, that's why-
separated from all of them. I don't watch any of them anymore.
We watched teasers and not trailers. right? That's the general rule.
Just want to tease.
Just want to tease.
Yeah, except the problem is
tickle.
you don't know if it's a trailer or a teaser until you watched
You do.
it.
No, it says.
And realized.
Now they've gotten better at releasing, because like Godzilla's doing the same thing, where they had a teaser trailer and now they're releasing the actual trailers.
All right.
So we avoid the, if we can help it, we avoid the trailers.
Well, I mean, not all of them, though. We'd have to pick and mix because I know, like, with the new Godzilla movie, the more I see, the more I want to see it.
No.
Whereas, like, the first teaser, I was like, I didn't give a shit about this dumpster fire.
I agree the teaser was not as good as the trailers.
With that Godzilla movie, the trailers have caused more interest than the teaser has.
Yeah, I would say Godzilla's doing it right. Probably because of expectations, though, because it's a sequel, and all of us were disappointed in Godzilla's 15 minutes of screen time.
15
this
minutes,
time, it looks like
15 seconds.
No, it really is. They timed it. It's 15 minutes out of,
I'm
2 hours?
I'm trying to tell you how it felt.
It felt like
As opposed
15
to,
seconds.
I don't want your facts, Z.
I'm sorry.
I
about
want to
that.
know how it feels, not the real thing. I
I
don't
thought it
want
was
the real
ridiculous
thing.
that they were showing Godzilla on TV instead of actually showing us Godzilla in that movie. Like, Godzilla's destroying everything, but it's on a TV.
And it's on the TV that other people are watching.
Yes.
I'm calling it right now. Godzilla, King of the Monsters, will be better than Endgame.
I think you are wrong.
Pretty sure King Ghidorah would eat out Thanos' asshole and just end the whole thing right there.
So that's his transition.
Yeah.
That's a really stupid.
That's a great transition to maybe a
Ant-Man.
spoiler alert for how Thanos will be defeated, and it involves
There's a GIF
Ant-Man.
involving Thanos and Ant-Man that's very
The AA
popular.
batteries. Ant-Man and anuses.
So this is the new theory that the only way to kill Thanos is anally?
Is for Ant-Man to shrink and then
So
jump
tiny.
into his rectum
Wait,
and then expand himself.
exactly.
Wouldn't it be more efficient to go for the ear?
No. You're
He
thinking
could
the
shake
ears.
the ear.
You're thinking the mouth orifices,
Or,
the whole
or
head.
maybe like his nose?
What they're saying is he won't notice if he slides right up the.
Especially after
I
Taco
think I would
shoes.
notice if something, regardless of how small it was, tried to slide into my sphincter.
No, well, think about bugs, right? Little tiny gnats that fly into your ears and your eyes and your nose, and you're like,
Yeah.
bug.
Yeah.
Have you ever noticed a gnat flying up into your anus?
No.
Exactly.
Gnats don't go
The
near
wind.
my anus.
Are you sure
Gnats
about that?
don't want to go near my anus.
I don't know
That's
about
the
that.
one place they don't go near. No, I think I would notice if something tried sneaking up my ass.
I don't know about that.
No, remember what he said? You should have gone for the head.
I feel like that's a precursor and a fake out for the anus. That's actually the other end that's really going to put Thanos in the ground.
So
Maybe it's not that head that he's going to go into. It's actually going to be his pee hole.
Oh, wow.
like that,
Ant-Man's going to go sounding.
maybe they'll have Beast Boy turn into that catfish that swims up there.
Yeah, that swims up
Oh,
the
wait.
urethra.
Beast Boy
Is another
DC.
horrible franchise. So maybe that's it. Maybe Ant-Man will go into the urethra.
Well, in
It'll
response
be the
to that,
most explosive cum shot of all time.
in response to that GIF that's gone viral,
Josh Brolin has been preparing for this moment.
he released a response, and it's him
It's
concentrating.
on his Instagram.
Yes, on Josh Brolin's Instagram. It's him concentrating very intensely, and then as they pan out slowly.
Yeah, it's a profile shot, making it look like he's
Of his face.
exercising and prepping, and under heavy strain.
straining himself very strongly.
Looks like he just had a bad batch of tacos. and
You know,
he's
that's what it
just-
was
Well,
once
that's what
they
it-
pan out.
When you pan out, you realize it's Josh Brolin on the toilet taking care of Ant-Man.
The man is going to pop a blood vessel with that much strain.
Well, that's how you take care of Ant-Man.
Well, that is one way to get him out of there.
They finished him. Multiple explosions.
Wow, that had an echo to it. It was so explosive.
I was Is that what happened after those explosions? It got stretched out, and it's cavernous now. There's just a cave.
What the fuck?
Scared, I fucking yelling Tyrannus.
Well, it's really wide open in here. I wasn't expecting. It's cleaner than it's purple. I don't know why.
I thought you were pink inside. It's purple because it's inflamed.
I thought he was purple on the outside. It's just everything's.
But he's purple on the inside too.
I was expecting it to be real shitty in here, but it's not.
It's nice.
That was a poop joke.
Yeah. So
that happens, yeah.
what's the next?
We're gonna switch gears to a better universe, and that's the DC
But is it?
cinematic universe.
Is it?
Zack
Is it
Snyder
better?
has been.
Is it? Is it better?
Is
Yes.
it really?
Is it really?
Yes,
Are you sure?
I think so.
It's an outrage.
I'm fairly certain. But although maybe it would be a 100% better if we saw 100% of Zack Snyder's Justice League cut.
Are we still bitching about this?
Well, how much of his
Zack
cut
Snyder
did we
is.
see?
For sure.
How long are we going to bitch about this?
Until we see
we've
the
been bitching
goddamn
about this.
movie.
We're not
Yeah.
going to see it. They've already come out and said it.
Apparently,
Who's they?
we've only seen 42% of Zack Snyder's Justice League.
You are
So,
fake news.
Joss Whedon fucked up a whole lot more than just those reshoots, apparently.
So 68% of
Yeah.
the movie he fucked up.
Yeah. So, apparently there's a 214-minute long Zack Snyder cut floating about in Warner Brothers, which who knows if they'll ever release. I would think they should because they'll make money,
3 hours and some odd minutes. Is
but
that
it'll
what
make
that
them
is?
look like fucktards if they release it, and it's better than what got released in theaters. So I don't
Why?
really know.
It's been so long since
Yeah,
then.
we already know they fucked up. It's not like it's going to be some sort of secret.
yeah.
Does Warner Brothers want to admit they fucked up?
They
is the question.
essentially did when they released all that press about like they forced it to be a 2-hour cut and all that other.
Yeah, there was a
Well, they hired
2-hour-long
Joss Whedon.
runtime mandate, which
Yes.
was the most stupid thing ever. Like, I don't know what Marvel movie is under 2 hours, honestly. I'd say 90% of
No,
them out
actually,
of the 22
the newer
movies.
ones, the new one's going to be over 3 hours long.
3 hours.
Yeah,
and 4
Endgame is going to be
minutes.
3 hours and
Oh
2
yeah,
minutes
if you haven't
long.
heard that, by the way, when you go to see Endgame, definitely be ready for this. Take your anti-diarrheal medication.
Oy.
Piss a couple times before you go into the theater.
Oy.
It's a 3-hour, an 800-minute long festival of movie.
So
No
everybody,
intermission.
it'll be funny because most theaters probably won't sell as many, whatever they call that.
Well, what you
condiments
do is
or
you get the large because when you finish drinking
Concessions?
that,
concessions.
you get the large
Condiments?
drink.
Oh, we're selling packets of mustard. Thanks.
Well, what happens
10
is
cents.
you get the large drink, and when you finish that, you can piss in it because it's like extra big. It just makes it really hard because you got to take your dick out of the popcorn thing before you piss. But then you have to put it back
You are
in
so
the popcorn
graphic
thing.
today.
Then you have like a butter dick pissing in a large drink.
Well, it
Why?
does help with the pissing because it's lubricated.
Oh,
so
that's true.
So the butter's slippery, and
But does it burn if it gets in the hole? I don't
Well-
know. I haven't been there personally.
well, ask Ant-Man because he's going sounding.
He's going, what?
Sounding.
He's taking a
Sounding.
depth. He's
Sounding.
taking
Yes.
a depth
Look up
reading.
sounding.
To be honest, that made me really hungry for popcorn. Like, I want some fucking popcorn right now.
You mean the
Dude.
buttery dicks and the
We're going
asshole?
buttery
That's it.
dick
We're going.
made me hungry for
We're gonna go
popcorn.
see this movie together, and I'm getting popcorn. I'm sitting next to Noob-Noob.
Hold on. Well, I didn't
I
sign-
am
well,
fully
no.
gonna rock the popcorn
No,
trick.
hold on.
Yeah, baby.
Well,
This movie just got so much better.
can there be
We're gonna
hard-
sit
There's
in the
nothing
back.
better than a full bladder and a buttery dick.
Noob-Noob's gonna be like, well, the few parts of this movie that I did see, I kind of enjoyed. The rest of it, I was kind of busy.
I need an adult. I need an adult.
Noob-Noob, what you think of this movie? That's interesting.
You're gonna miss a lot of that movie.
You're gonna miss a lot of that movie.
I need another blue hole for this.
blowjobs. Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
It really did.
Like Scott's ejaculation.
It really did.
It's called premature.
Yep.
It's a medical
They
condition.
got wipes for that.
Oh.
GetRoman.com.
What?
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 So it's a site you can order meds for stuff.
Me helpy.
Finally, we got to
Being
use
healthy. Thank you.
Perfect. Perfect. Yes.
Oh, that's from Tigtone, if anyone doesn't know.
Yes. Take time. The great and mighty.
So yeah, that's about
What
it.
were we talking about?
Zack Snyder. Maybe
Oh, yes.
releasing.
I think we beat that one to
still
death.
Cares.
Yeah.
I think we
Still,
beat
and
that
still
one.
nobody cares.
Yeah. So we got some reviews though, so that's good.
Weenie in the blood.
It's an outrage.
God, you're gay.
God, you're gay.
So, okay.
God, you're gay.
Jesus Christ. We have the shit. Let's get the shitty one out of the way first. The
You don't
one
want to
that
go
only
educational?
the only one the one that only 33% of us watched. The Inventor, the Theranos of Elizabeth.
33% of
man
us.
tits.
Oh, you're going educational first.
33.33333.
Whatever. She lied a bunch of stuff, and then she buried her company. I think. Silicon Valley style.
It's called The Inventor, Out for Blood in Silicon Valley on HBO.
It is.
Why-
Controversial new documentary
Why would we watch this?
because some of us like to be enlightened while the other 2/3 of this party sit on their thumbs.
Yeah. What?
Well,
I mean,
that's
at
just
least Rotten Tomatoes found it worthy of a critic consensus.
Oh,
so
scissoring.
Jesus Christ.
That's just so very ignorant.
So the critic consensus is Alex.
So husky, Scott.
You just gonna interrupt me?
Yeah, so
Okay.
that's our jobs,
That's
isn't
awesome. That's super dope.
it? We're the interrupting moo.
Cool.
Moo.
Alex.
It's called cuckold.
Jesus fuck. All right, I'm gonna try this one last time. Alex Gibney's The Inventor declines to outright condemn the actions by Theranos founder Elizabeth Holmes, man voice, but instead provides a comprehensive overview of the scandal that allows viewers to mull over its implications towards the broader Silicon Valley.
The real scandals. What does my voice actually sound like?
How come it's Silicon Valley? Like, people don't make silicon tits anymore, but they're still allowed to have
Isn't Silicon Valley where they make porn?
No.
Well, that and technology for porn.
No, that's Hidden Valley.
no, it's not
that's
Hidden
ranch.
Valley. No.
That's salad dressing.
Dude, it's the valley that we lived in.
Denial Valley.
It was not the Denial Valley.
Oh.
Really?
Cellulose Valley.
You don't remember?
I just lived there.
You don't remember?
No, it's all blurred.
They used to call it the Valley.
It's the Valley of Fear.
No.
You saw who we lived with. It was definitely the Valley of Fear.
Well, that was yes. People were afraid of that. So you didn't even give out the tomato meter, by the way. 77%.
Oh, yeah. So the tomato meter, 77%, but
San Fernando Valley.
47 critics. So does that really count?
77% is the percentage of man that I am.
Jesus Christ. The audience score, the whole 84 numbers of audiences liked it 63% of the time.
That's funny because 63% is the amount of operations I've gone through to go 100.
I think the big issue, the documentary was pretty good, but I think the critic consensus sums it up, where she was clearly a sociopath and a criminal, because she might get 20 years in jail. Essentially, she created this company, copied Steve Jobs, dressed in turtlenecks.
But am I going to go to a women's prison or a man's prison? We don't know.
Good question. And then basically scammed like all these famous people out of lots and lots of money to have a technology that was not real at all.
Well,
What was the
they proved
technology
that she's
then?
actually sociopathic.
Well, let me describe the technology first. What she was trying to accomplish was, instead of taking for blood tests like lots and lots of blood from vials, you have to take lots of vials, like 6 or more, to get a thorough blood panel from someone. She said that she could do it with a drop of blood, and that you could continually monitor yourself like once a month to take blood tests with a drop of blood and be able to keep track of
Oh,
things.
this was that stupid diabetic thing, the commercials that just disappeared all of a sudden.
Yeah, that could be part of it, yes.
Oh, wow.
So the bigger scam is in Arizona. They partnered with Walgreens and told people that, yeah, we could just take a drop of blood and we'll be able to do a full blood panel. Well, they ended up taking blood samples, real blood samples, like multiple vials, and sending them to a third party because none of their tests work properly. Wow. So all these people who they tried to use with their own technology were all misdiagnosed. I mean, it's heinous what they did, and they kind of gloss over that.
She's like a real-life supervillain.
Yeah, her head doctor, the guy in charge of all this, killed himself. They totally glossed over that. Oops. They talked to the wife for like 1 second, and she's like, They took my husband's laptop back and never talked to me.
Wow, that's like straight up shield shit.
Yeah. So the documentary seemed a little like light in the loafers for me. It didn't really go into enough detail, especially considering how long the damn thing was. I mean, she had all these like she had Henry Kissinger on her board of directors and General Mathis. Like,
Where do I know that name from?
Henry Kissinger?
Yeah.
He has served presidents before in the past. And
Oh, yes. I think he was on Futurama once.
yes, he was.
Yes.
That's how you know him.
That's how
from
I know him.
Futurama.
From
Not from
Futurama.
real life.
Not
but
from anywhere else, just from Futurama.
Just Futurama.
Pretty much.
So we do have something about her.
It's interesting.
fake.
There was a sociologist had said that there's this phenomenon where women find a deeper female voice to be more trustworthy and enforcing. I guess I can't remember the exact language they used, but
Make it sound more important.
She's been manipulating her voice instead of using her natural higher pitched female voice, manipulating it to make it lower toned because it's supposed to be more trustworthy. And this is the way she does it. And they actually caught her faking it. And she went from her regular high pitched voice right down to the low voice when she realized it right away. So listen, because she starts out with her regular female voice and quickly realizes and goes down. So let's cue that.
No, it hasn't. Well, if I use traditional words to describe what we're doing, it's hard because people then associate it with conventional processes for analyzing drugs and development or whatever aspects we may be applying our technology to. But no, it hasn't. Well, if I use traditional words...
She
So
clearly...
you hear that.
It's interesting in the documentary, too, because her lower register is not really super consistent. It changes over the course of several interviews.
It is because it's funny because when you
Sort out like that, and then you hear your voice down real low.
Noob-Noob,
because-
what does your pleasant,
that's a-
natural female voice sound like?
What? Hold on. What?
What does your natural, pleasant female voice sound like?
Hi, my name is Noob-Noob.
It's so husky.
Sounds
I am a
like
pretty girl.
Josh Brolin taking a shit. I don't know.
Do you like my fancy new glasses? My new pink glasses, they're fancy.
So
They're not
I can see
pink.
better.
They're fucking
I
clear.
can see clear because
They
of my pink
refract
glasses.
light. So if I'm near pink things, which is your ugly fucking face, it's gonna show pink.
So when he goes pink
they're-
on pink, when he wears that pink on pink outfit,
They're
he'll
pink
do
because they
all
reflect
pink.
my
Yeah,
inner
I got
beauty.
some pink. Real men wear pink. Hashtag
It's
real
all
men.
Pink. It's all pink on the inside, baby.
But you do like the
Jesus.
husky voice
No,
Holmes.
you're a piece of fucking shit.
of Elizabeth Holmes. You
I
like
love
that
huskies.
voice.
I hope you get rectal cancer in the worst degree.
You don't like that voice?
like stage
here, Noob-Noob.
37 rectal cancer, where you're just shitting out hemorrhoids every time you eat a fucking pear.
I don't think that happens.
Come here, noob. I'll let you sit on my face so my Adam's apple can tickle your bunghole.
Wasn't even on my phone.
So what's going on next?
If I hiccup, it tickles even more.
Elizabeth Holmes sucks. So I don't. Oh, hold on, just the last minute. Did she go to jail or something for her tomfoolery?
But that is like
No.
what she's doing. It's a proven sociopathic tendency. Like psychologists look at that and they're like, this bitch be crazy.
Well, her company was valued as the first woman billionaire and self-made because she owned the company, and now the company's worth zero.
There
nothing.
you go. The only way a woman can get into a billionaire status is by cheating and lying.
I thought you were going to say having superpowers.
Jesus Christ.
No. That's just how she gets a real man.
Oh, that's how she beats up a
That's
man.
how she beats up a man. It's by
Wow,
getting
you are
superpowers.
such
The
a
only way a
woman
woman
hater.
can beat a man is by seeing superpowers. The only way she can get rich is by leading and leading and shying.
What?
Leading and shying? What
Do
the
you speak
fucking...
English anymore? Are you? What is wrong with you?
Yes.
Open up that growler and drink some more so you
Yes,
can be
leading and
coherent.
shying.
You what? You are such
That
a woman
is
hater.
worse than cheating and lying.
You
It's so much worse. It's
You-
combining the two
Shying?
into leading and shying.
You are worse than Tommy Lee in Dirt when he beats women. Tease for
there's-
next episode.
yes, that is a tease.
Yeah.
No wonder you are alone.
No, there's a lot of more reasons why I'm alone.
Well,
in
that's
this world.
one big one.
It's not just that. There's other reasons I'm alone in this world.
Yeah, one of them being you get Futurama Picture X things taken.
what?
What? I don't know. Futurama? That show sucks. Anyway.
Me help you.
I am helpful. I helped cut
So the
pineapples.
real debate
Yeah.
is
So
Noob-Noob Plum lost his mind.
So was this worth watching? This
Which?
documentary with the
Yeah.
with
What's her name?
Yeah, I liked it. I just don't think it gave the full picture. One thing they forgot to mention too is that she had just an indicator of how much she lied. She had a dog whose name was Balto. This is actually an interesting story, right? So the dog was a husky, but she said it was part wolf.
I saw that movie.
Balto.
Balto. Yeah, it was about the dog in the wilderness, the husky, and the sled team.
Yes.
Yes.
There's a movie made. Okay. So here's what's interesting about it. She claimed that this dog was a wolf, and she brought it everywhere with her, and it wasn't house trained. So it would be in the middle of having board meetings, and the thing would crap and piss all over the place. Well, it's interesting because Balto is the sled dog that delivered antibiotics to
Alaska.
yeah, somewhere in Alaska, and there's a
Yeah.
statue of Balto.
Yes.
But Balto actually ran the shortest leg of the sled team.
Well, that's because he had a short leg. He ran in circles because he had one short leg. People didn't realize that. He actually wasn't effective as they thought he was. Luckily, there was another dog on the other side that also had a short leg, so they would bump into each other. That way he could go straight.
Well, the other dog, there was another dog who ran like 3 times as long as Balto, and
Well, he
never
had
got
longer
credit
legs.
for it.
He had the one longer leg. It was like
You're
it was
ruining
like
my
a
story
vault. Yes.
and the point of my story.
There
by
is no
confusing
point.
people.
There's
Yes,
no
there
point
is.
to your story.
My point is that she loves this Balto dog, who's also a fraud, just like her, who got credit.
Cheers to whatever that is.
She gets credit for something that she didn't do. You know
Well,
what
that's
I'm saying?
her whole career. So who's worse, her or that fire guy? The guy from Firefest.
Oh, that is hard to say. Look at all these millennial scammers. What's up with
Well,
that?
that's because millennials are easily scammed because they're stupid.
And
that's
they're-
right, I
and
said
they're
it.
You're a
scammers.
millennial, Scott.
No, I'm not. I am not a millennial. I'm,
think
I'm
you're
an
right on the cusp.
exennial. Exennial, it's called.
Exennial. He
Ex-
renounced his millennialness.
Exennial is what we created to get away from you millennial assholes.
Fake news.
No, actually, it's very much real. Look
Why
it
don't
up.
we?
Look it up. Use the internet and look it up, asshole.
No. Why don't we move on to the real shitty show of the podcast? I don't know. Us is fucking horrible. Is really what I want to say.
So Noob-Noob Plum lost his mind on Instagram and started harassing everybody who said that Us was good.
Because it's a piece of shit.
So
It's not a good movie.
So scroll down. Let's
Scroll.
talk about this.
Well, yeah, because Rotten Tomatoes, fucking people are afraid to give it a goddamn bad review. 94%
Why is
on
that?
Rotten
Why do you
Tomatoes.
think they're so afraid to give it a bad review?
Yeah, why
'Cause-
are they so afraid?
Well, I don't know. Differences in things.
Is there something specific about
I feel
this
like
movie?
you're trying to lead me into something that I'm not trying to say.
Is there something specific about this movie you think that would cause the critics to have to give it?
I
a
don't
good-
know if you're looking at
Is
a
it like
factual.
along like the same reasons why they said like the Ghostbusters remake was a good movie. They had to say it for certain reasons.
No, why?
Like,
Because
you
they
know,
had a
it's-
fat lead and they don't want to be fattest.
Well, I mean, it could be that, or like how Ocean's 8 they said was a good movie, even though
Oh.
it wasn't because you
'Cause
know
of Sandra
there's
Bullock's nose
reasons they
job?
had to. So, is there a reason that they say this movie was really good, even though it really isn't?
Because Jordan Peele made a decent movie a while ago, and they're like, oh, anything he makes is going to be decent now. What kind of weird music is this?
This is from the movie, stupid.
What movie?
The one we're
Are
talking
you-
about, you
What
asshole.
part of... Turn it up a little.
Oh, this was that fucking dumbass song on the car ride
Dude,
over?
this is a great song.
Is this Gangster's Paradise by Coolio?
No, it's not. Wow, you were just using.
Is this a Tupac show?
You really are useless.
What about Eminem? Eminem wasn't featured. I wonder why.
You are such a loser. Okay, so
Seriously, who sings this? Biggie?
You know, dope.
He's dead. I wonder why.
You know, dope. You know, dope.
the
You know, dope.
Yeah.
what is the name of the song, by the way, Scott? Do you know?
But dope.
But dope.
I don't know. It's all I have is it's listed as trailer music from Us.
But
That's as far as Scott goes.
so,
far as I
It's
go.
a trailer.
in all seriousness, Us is the sequel. Well, not really the sequel. The follow-up movie from Jordan Peele, in which his first breakout directorial debut of Get Out. I saw the trailer. I was excited. I thought
What's all that?
No idea.
I thought this movie was gonna be bananas, and it was just full retard.
Why did you think there were going to be bananas?
it? Oh, I see.
Yeah,
what
why did you think that?
I see what you, because they're high in potassium and they're good for your colon. Moving on.
The tomato meter.
Moving
Would
on.
they help Ant-Man then, if they're good for your colon?
They would help Ant-Man. They would get up Thanos' rectum.
My argument. So the tomato meter had the critics have it at
94%,
which
for
is
all-
outrageous. That's ridiculous.
That's stupid.
totally
Not
ridiculous.
94% good,
But the audience score has it at 70%,
which is like
a C
still a little
minus.
high.
I agree with the audience. I liked the movie. I thought the directing was fantastic. I thought the visuals were great. I thought there was a decent amount of tension. And then towards the end of the movie, the wheels fall off the bus.
So I don't disagree with you. There's a whole lot to like about Us. So like you said, the cinematography,
Acting was
the
fantastic.
score, the acting, it was funny. Like there was a lot to like, but the main premise was so fucking stupid that I cannot forgive anything else in that movie. It immediately makes it a worthless piece of shit. And Jordan Peele should be castrated for thinking it's a good movie.
Why are you yelling?
He doesn't even So here's the biggest problem with Noob-Noob. First of all, the only horror movies that he likes are slasher flicks. So
Halloween
anything that's
aren't
a little
really horror movies.
high level, he doesn't like them at all.
So they're not
Like,
actually
Not
horror
high
movies.
level.
Jason is not.
Jay-Z?
No,
Jay-Z's
Jason.
high level?
Everything Jay-Z does is horror, actually.
I'm saying Jason and like Michael Myers and those
Freddy
things.
Krueger.
They're slasher.
Slasher flicks.
Scream.
They're like little
Slasher
kid
flick.
movies.
They're fucking fantastic.
Child's
Slasher flicks.
movies.
That shit can actually happen.
As for
What
children.
I said was that Us reminds me more of
Freddy is for
Invasion
kids.
of
Show your children.
the Invasion of the Body Snatchers than anything else.
Things that actually mess with your mind.
Yes,
Things that
so-
keep you from going to sleep at night.
Scott,
Nope.
let me describe this movie to you, and you tell me if you think the premise is just ridiculous.
Hold on, let me cut
And then,
out.
and
let
then
me-
I'll describe what the movie actually is, and
let
then
me-
you can tell me.
Let me cut off the theme from This Is Us here.
Yeah. You know what? I think you watched This Is Us.
You did. You watched the wrong.
You
show.
watched the wrong thing.
See,
All
that
right.
brought me to tears emotionally as opposed to stupidity
So
from this movie.
are we gonna turn this? We're gonna turn this into kind of a game then, right?
Whose version is better?
If it's a good premise, you'll get a, and if it's a bad premise, nah, I don't like that one. There we go.
Oh, I like the Price is Wrong one.
Well, that's if you really screw up.
Okay. So you want me to go first? This is all spoilery.
Yes.
So
Go ahead.
we're gonna spoil the bejesus out of this movie.
Nope.
There's nothing to spoil 'cause the movie's
Spoilers.
stupid.
Spoilers. Nobody
Spoilers.
cares. And nobody cares.
Well, you should at least want to know what these twists are because there's some twists and turns in here.
All right.
Okay.
You may begin.
I will do a brief synopsis of this movie. Let's say there's a family, right? Don't play that music.
Well, no, it's part of a game show. All right, fine.
It's part of his.
No, it's already boring. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Just ignore Noob-Noob and follow
I
with
always
me
do.
as I tell you a compelling story of a family torn asunder. So essentially, this family goes, they're going on vacation. Things are fairly normal, but the mom is a little like on edge, right? And when she was younger, she had this really traumatic experience when she went to the beach. So they're at the beach and she doesn't really want to be there. And she's got, her whole family with her. She's got a husband and 2 kids. What?
I already hate it.
Because you hate kids?
I hate family and
Okay.
kids. Now, go ahead. In there.
So essentially what happens is they find this, doppelganger family shows up at their door to threaten them. And you think the movie is very isolated and how they're going to be tortured by this family. And the other family that comes in, it starts explaining how they're like connected somehow. And you're like, what in the hell is going on? And it's like crazy because they're the same people, but they're like alternate versions of them that are evil. And they have like scissors and they're going to stab them. It's crazy, right? Well, then you find out.
Is this where I can chime in and be like, this sucks?
No, why? What part of this sucks?
Continue. Go ahead.
Okay. So then you have they switch focus, and all of a sudden they had these friends, right? And the friends get ambushed by another doppelganger family that kills that whole family. So then you're like, what in the world is going on here? So then you've come to find out.
So this is now the third family.
No, there's
that
only, so
looks
far,
exactly
two families.
like them.
2 families.
But you just killed a whole family.
Okay.
So now
The
there's
original
one family,
and then the dead family.
and so there's one family left.
No. Yes,
So-
there's one family left. The original family is still there.
All right.
The White family.
But then there's this
No.
other family that killed the first family.
So they don't. So you're saying Jordan Peele doesn't like white people?
Oh my God, shut up. Follow my story here.
I'm trying.
There's an original family.
Okay.
And then there's a second family.
Okay.
Second family gets killed by doppelgangers of themselves.
Because they're white.
And then there's the original family with their doppelgangers of themselves.
Because of the color of the director.
Wait.
So then you realize that the whole world, or the not even maybe not the whole world, but at least California or something, there's like hundreds of thousands of like doppelgangers running around killing people
With scissors.
with scissors.
For no reason.
So then you come to find out through the course of the movie is that there was a abandoned like cloning facility or something like that. But when they made the clones don't have souls. So they're messed up. There's something wrong with them. And they've been abandoned in this facility. But the woman who had the traumatic event when she was a kid actually saw that she saw her original clone. And then the ultimate twist of the movie is that those two swapped and that the clone was part of the real family and the other one was part of the crazy family, and they knew she was special. So all of the crazy clones followed the girl who was real, and then she became the leader of the clones, and they all come out and kill all the people in the world. You don't think that's a crazy horror movie?
It sounds like Reasons. It's all Reasons.
What do you mean reasons? There's a clone.
There's this
Shut up,
family, and then this
Jimmy.
other family, and all of a sudden there's clones, and the clones come out, and the clone family
Well, they
comes out and
trick
kills
you.
everybody. And dude, it sounds like a chaotic piece of shit.
It's chaotic.
I
yeah.
actually think I have to agree with Noob-Noob on this one.
So do you want to hear my
Yes, please,
description?
Noob-Noob.
of
Let's
the
see
movie?
if Noob-Noob's
can you
description's
do it
better.
in an eighth of the time?
I can, actually.
Please.
So this
Losers.
movie boils down to sewer clones attack and form the Great Wall of Retard. Hey, look at that. I'm the winner. It's like I won the Powerball
You
because I
actually let him
defeated
win
Z in an
something?
argument.
Oh my god!
Because he thinks he's the master
Yes,
of things
at
and he's
the
really
end
not.
of the movie, they all like. Do you remember back in the '80s there was the Hands Around America?
Cool, that's not relevant.
It is.
It's the 80s. What year is it? 30 years later? Great, not relevant.
It
Continue.
was relevant in the movie.
Cool.
Stupid.
It
Because
was
they
not
showed
relevant.
it in the beginning.
Did
Yeah,
they?
they did
I don't
on the
think so.
TV. They showed Hands Around America.
That's cool.
So how's Hands Around America have to work
So
with?
they go and they do this. All the clones decide to lock hands across the country in this grand display.
For what
and
purpose?
It's funny because during the movie they go, "This looks like some jackass's idea of an art piece, some
my
asshole's
God.
idea of an art piece."
I just realized we don't need to build a wall. All we need are a ton of clones.
And
Exactly.
just
We'll
stand
put them on the
there.
border. We'll have them hold each other's hands, and then have the other clones stand on their shoulders, and they'll hold each other's hands. And then
Double wall.
another set of cones will stand on
Cones?
their shoulders, and they'll form a giant
Cones.
cone going straight up of clones holding hands, and that will be our wall.
Cones.
But seriously, like that premise was so fucking stupid.
So it went from being like
you didn't do any
most-
you didn't do any favors. I tried to explain that.
So most horror movies, right, are localized, and they get you to think about like just this family being tortured, and that's exactly what the previews were. And then it goes Teddy bonkers and is like, okay, the whole world's got crazy clones in it.
Yeah, they
And
live in
it-
the sewer for
And
no
it-
reason.
and it's flat.
That can mirror the world. It was like a mirror sewer world.
Well,
Stupid.
That's in
not a
that's in the
sewer
Hollow
world.
Earth.
Did you forget to mention the dumb little subtext that comes out in the very beginning of the movie? Oh, there's a bunch of abandoned sewers, and they mean nothing. Because this movie means nothing. Because I made this. Because, I don't know, It only costs $20 million, and I'm
wait.
going to make more because people think I'm great.
This
Woohoo!
is a Disney movie?
Thunderga!
This is a Disney movie? When did Mickey get involved?
Woohoo! Might as well because it's a fucking joke.
I don't know. I may have to watch this just so I can distinguish on who's right and who's wrong on this
This
one.
movie is
So
cancer.
part of the
May have
problem,
to
though,
I
is-
may have to follow up on this one.
So there are problems with the movie. They're very,
There's
very
a lot of problems. It's not good is the one.
No, that is all. That's what's wrong
I'm
with
trying
you.
to go in with an open mind here, dude. So calm down. You need to stop interrupting us. That's not how we operate here.
So here's some of the problems. The clones are all wearing the same costumes, right? Which makes no sense.
So they clone their clothing as well.
They're all
Zero sense.
wearing red with scissors.
No, in the first part, when she starts showing and explaining the clone facility, they're wearing the same exact clothes. So like her parents are wearing the same
So
clothes.
you can't tell everyone apart. It's bad enough that they're clones. Now
just-
you can't tell them apart with the same clothes.
It doesn't make any sense because when they go to attack everybody, they're all wearing red jumpsuits and one glove. I guess that's a Michael Jackson reference. I don't know. Because there's like a Thriller thing to it.
All right.
Because the little girl's wearing a Thriller t-shirt.
Taking everybody to Neverland.
Here's the other thing that's kind of weird that doesn't make any damn sense about it. So she was taken as a little girl and swapped, right? The mom of the original family.
I love how he's like, this movie's great. But this is what doesn't make sense about it.
Well, I want to point out there are honest criticisms to it.
No, he secretly hates the movie. He's
No,
just
I
trying to
actually liked
combat
it.
the noob.
I am trying to ruin the Noob-Noob. So if she was kidnapped as a little girl and then gets married to a guy and then has her own kids, why would the clone woman have the same kids as her? They wouldn't be clones.
No, they would be the same kids. They would be just the kids of the clone.
They'd be different kids.
Well,
You're saying genetically they'd be identical? She'd have them the same time apart on the exact same day at the exact same time?
It depends on how good the cloning process is.
They wouldn't be clones at that point. They'd be natural-born kids.
They're
Well, the kids would be
babies
look,
of
kids would
the
be natural born.
clone.
If the kids of the clone would not have been born on the exact same
No,
day.
the kids of the clone are natural born.
Yeah, but they're identical. They're virtually clones of those. They're supposed to be clones of those kids.
So the woman who lived a natural life out in the real world has kids that are the
Has
same
kids.
age as the clone kids
Who was the
that come
actual
out
clone
of-
originally.
yes.
come out of
already said
the labs.
Exactly.
So-
it doesn't make any damn sense.
Unless the labs are following this family so closely.
Which they're not, because they show you it's completely abandoned. And they ate raw rabbits. That was part of it too. That's what I'm saying is it doesn't make any damn sense.
Yeah, there's definitely reasons.
So the wheels fall off the bus at the end. I
the
thought
wheels fell off the bus a long time ago.
there's one part in the movie where I was like, this is a really, really interesting premise, and then it just kind of falls apart from there. Funny enough, Tim Heidecker from Tim and Eric was one of the stars of the movie.
Was really?
Served a
He was the dad.
good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was the dad.
No
Tim
shit.
Heidecker.
He was?
Uh-huh.
How about that? Elizabeth Moss was
Yeah.
the wife.
Yes.
She's from The Handmaid's Tale.
Suddenly you don't hate it so much.
Oh.
No, I hate it
He's talking about the
still.
white people.
With a passion.
I
I'd
know
rather
what white
shit
people are.
myself.
You know, who was really actually good. What's his name? Duke?
the white people in this
Winston Duke. He was
Winston
fantastic.
Duke. Winston Duke, who's in Black Panther as the one of the warlords. The one like the guerrilla warlord.
Yeah, the big one.
Who's
yeah,
like
up
real
in the
like-
mountains. Yeah.
He's in this movie. He plays like the daddest dad. Like he's
He's
such
like-
a
No,
dorky
he
dad.
is
The
neighborhood
acting
dad.
is fucking great. It's just the premise is so fucking stupid.
It's a horror movie. What do
It's
you
not
expect?
scary, not suspenseful, not anything other than fucking retarded. I'd rather watch Teletubbies for 15 fucking hours straight than watch that goddamn thing again. It was dumb. Jordan Peele should be punched in the testicles for making this.
He's just ranting for no reason because he said the same thing about Hereditary.
Hereditary was fucking horrible. It had a good movie for 90% of the time, and then the 10% was like, let's have demons in this. Let's cut the fucking head off of everybody. Woo! Hey, I do sound like him.
So have you ever seen?
I just like to keep playing as you kept complaining. It fit right in.
Have you ever seen the Invasion of the Body Snatchers?
Old school classic. Noob.
Yeah, I haven't. What?
Did you actually see The Exorcist?
I saw Scary Movie 2 mimic the Exorcist.
Have you seen any movies that came out before we started doing this podcast?
That were horror movies. Have you ever actually seen a
Halloween,
horror movie?
1978. Greatest movie ever.
Did you see The Thing?
I saw the remake.
Oh my God! You haven't. So, did you
Oh
ever
my
see the
God.
original Alien?
Yes.
Are you sure about that?
Was it Alien
No.
or Aliens?
Alien or Aliens?
Alien Resurrection.
You're like fucking
He's
18
never-
movies down the line.
You've never. So my point is, here's my point: is that
Prometheus.
he's never seen a real horror movie.
No, he has
So
no
when
clue
he's
what a real
approached
horror
with
movie
one,
is.
regardless of the problems of Us, he's never actually seen a real horror movie. So there's no basis. He's no credibility.
So let me ask you, Z, after watching this movie, are you now afraid that there are clones of you forming hands across America that
In the
are out to
sewer?
kill you in the
no,
sewer?
but
For no
here's
reason.
What I am
Across
afraid
America's
of.
sewers.
No, I am afraid of one thing though, that they're going to treat Jordan Peele like they treated M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah. Fucking retarded.
Just treat them like hell?
Well, you
M.
know,
Night Shyamalan's
here's the
so
problem
much
with
better.
Jordan Peele though, is that he's going to get to the point where he writes and directs everything himself, just like Shyamalan, and people are going to be like, he doesn't have anyone to tell him like, yo, dude, the end of this movie is not good. You need to fix it. That's my problem. He's good, but he needs someone there to be like, yo, the end of Us makes no sense, bro. You got to fix this.
It is impressive that somebody who has a comic background is coming out to do these horror movies and doing this and branching out into different genres and doing well at it.
Yeah.
That in itself is impressive. However, just from your description, it sounds like there are a lot more problems with Us than makes it worth going to see.
Yep.
Get Out was coherent. This was virtually incoherent. And that reminds me of what happened with Shyamalan, where, you know,
It just went so far off the deep end that, like, the people that thought it was good only thought so because they were following a name.
it kind of reminded me of The Happening a little bit. Like, there's an element of The Happening to this movie, and The Happening is like the biggest piece of trash, where somebody should have said to Shyamalan, hey, bro, plants... Like, he could... It's an interesting premise, but he never finished the idea.
Fun
It was never
fact?
fully realized.
Fun fact, I went to school with an extra in The Happening, Ryan Strockbine. He wore purple shoes, and he was the fat kid in class.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Would you like a cookie?
I would love a cookie. You're so fucking considerate. I love you. Have I ever told you I love you?
Me helping.
Like in a man-to-man way. Can we just embrace?
You're just helpy, man.
Yeah, I'm very helpy.
That's so dumb.
You know what I would rather watch than Us over and over again?
No.
Dragon Ball Z, motherfucker. I'm not forgetting 2 episodes in a row.
Please, no.
You
no.
fucking piece of shit.
No.
Cut me off the last episode before I could say it.
No, God.
Yeah.
No, God.
Yeah. That's how Michael
So
Scott feels.
if you had a
God,
if you had a
please,
decision,
no.
Scott, between watching my description of Us and
Dragon Ball Z.
I'd watch Us.
Wow, fuck you, Scott.
I would just still watch
That's the
Us.
last time I buy you alcohol.
yeah,
Thank God.
basically.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, go ahead.
Have a little growler juice.
Have a little sip.
Have a little
of the
sippy sip.
I will have a sip.
Have a sippy sip.
Just
of
take a
the
sip.
growler
Gonna
juice.
sip.
This better not be piss.
Why don't
take
you
a
use
big
your
old chug of
straw?
that.
Just a chug, straight up chug.
Straight up chug.
It's gluten free.
That it is. It is gluten free.
Gluten free from the growler, straight up from you to me.
Very alcoholic, but it's gluten free.
Dihydrogenated monoxide.
Yes. So are we done with this? So, we should make him apologize for being a jackass on Instagram.
How am I
Actually,
a jackass on Instagram?
You're
That
being an
movie was
asshole.
fucking horrible.
You're an asshole.
Fuck you.
You're an asshole.
That movie was garbage.
No.
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 Yes.
No.
But yes.
Yes.
I'm trying to think
No.
I would rather
there's, like, any
watch
other
Barney on repeat.
good horror. You just don't appreciate horror. Just like
Thomas-
you don't want to see
There
Midsommar.
wasn't horror in that fucking movie. It was stupid, retarded people that were equal in strength to the original people with fucking scissors. That's it. They just had scissors.
So what? If
You
someone
two-
came
you
after
two-
you with
You
scissors,
two are so. If
You
someone-
grab a knife and you stab them in the face.
And that's exactly what happened in the movie.
Not really. They
grabbed-
stabbed the white people. The black people were like, oh no, we're just going to handcuff ourselves to the fucking coffee table. Oh, where's the creamer?
What? No.
I don't know.
Are you talking?
That
It
is
was
not what
fucking
happened
horrible.
in that movie.
I'd rather, I don't know. I fucking hate people that hate this movie. No, I hate people that like this movie.
You don't even make sense on
I
yourself.
need another blue Hawaiian. Where's my cherry? Bitch.
So, if you like what you heard here today,
Well, if you heard Noob-Noob, you probably wouldn't like any of it.
Fuck
you're
you.
probably
Everyone
not.
loves Noob-Noob. I'm hilarious, according to sources.
We're gonna have to check your sources, baby. So if you like what you heard here today, go over to Instagram and follow us at ork_u. Go over to facebook.com/ourreviewswillkillyou. And go over to YouTube and search Our Reviews Will Kill You for all content.
We
over
totally
there.
have a hotline that no one calls.
We totally do.
No
have
one's
a
called in a
hotline.
while.
We'd like you to call us, baby. Please call us and leave a message.
We still have that thing? Yeah, 866-777 OrkU. 866-777-OrkU.
Call us, leave a message in your sexiest voices. And of course, OrkU is always brought to you for free, thanks to our friends over at ScottWillKillYou.com.
Not featuring the Doncast.
ScottWillKillYou.com.
Which, by the way, god damn it, has a new look. I just fucking spent up like 8 hours last night redoing ScottWillKillYou.com. It's got an all new look to it. It's got video. It's got the podcast as always. It's got links to other projects that the Scott Will Kill You family is doing. So definitely go check out ScottWillKillYou.com to check out everything that the SWKY family is doing and join us and enjoy and have fun and click and follow and somebody please love me.
It's like this is your new full-time
What
job,
is
Scott.
Yo, this website is unacceptable, Scott. I just have to tell you. It says
That's not
go
the
to
website.
Apples and Bananas.
Yeah, that's
and
not.
go to Blue
no,
Iron.
that's not Scott. Will
Oh,
Kill You.
Blue Iron.
ScottWillKillYou.com. That's not ScottWillKillYou.com.
When I search Scott Will Kill You.
All right, well, then I have to adjust the search engine for Google, but go to ScottWillKillYou.com. Don't be a lazy shit and actually plug in the website, and it'll take you to the website, which I did not realize that was a problem. I'll have to check into that as well. But the website itself,
I'm looking now. I'm Scott
there
checking.
you go.
You
Live.
look like a little baby in that picture.
I'm a little baby.
Little baby.
I'm a little baby.
Oh. Scott will kill you with videos, huh?
That's right. Scott will
Podcast.
kill you with videos. Scott will kill podcast, and Scott will kill you with content, baby.
So, from all of us here at the OrkU family, not the SKWY family, and for the little babies, all the little babies, we love y'all.